Hey everybody, I'm Mike. This is Hollow Knight. As you can see, I've been defeated many times in Steel Soul. We're going to give it a go. Thanks for joining me. Go ahead and click the like button. I don't have enough videos to subscribe. Go ahead and do that too if you want to. We're going to watch the cutscenes. Because why not? In Wilds Beyond, they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught, we changed, base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. The Elegy of Hallownest, which, if you've not played this game before, Hallownest is the area that this game takes place. A world filled with ghostly looking bugs and infection. There it is, the infection. Inside. We'll come across that later. I won't spoil anything for you. This is my first time streaming a video game live. Apparently I have a couple viewers. That's cool. Thank you. If you are watching, feel free to comment. I have no idea what this is going to look like for me. My baby's taking a nap right now. Well, toddler, she's 2, and my son is hanging out next to me. He was with the cat, but the cat left. There's my son. Say hi, Liam.
Hi. I'm going to stream later.
He's going to stream later.
Yeah, I'm going to stream one of my favorite Roblox games, Beastform Simulator. After my dad streams, I'm going to stream.
Okay, so be on the lookout for Liam streaming Beastform. I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch. I don't have a monitor hooked up to this right now, so I'm just playing this on OBS, looking to see how much delay I have in the video, so I apologize. So as you can see, where this bug dude, the knight, some people call him Hollow Knight, even though that's not who he is. Some people call him Ghost, because
he looks like a ghost.
Because he looks like a ghost, and the love interest or sibling, however you want to look at it, in this game calls him Little Ghost. So Steel Soul mode, if you haven't played this before.
Yeah, if you die in Steel Soul, all your progress in that world is deleted.
Yes, so all your progress is deleted if you lose, kind of like a Minecraft hardcore world.
Yeah, most people who play games on their computer have probably played Minecraft, and it's like a hardcore series.
It is.
It's basically a hardcore
hi,
series.
Rachel. Thanks for joining. It's good to see you too. Got this weird setup here in my bedroom that's not the greatest sounding, but it's doing the job. So one of the mechanics in this game is getting extra health from that blue cocoon that I just destroyed. In a Steel Soul mode, that's kind of essential because I don't want to run out of life, which is those skulls up there. Privet. My Russian is bad, but I can read that word. Hello. So I don't want to run out of health. There's spikes falling down on me. There's spikes down on the ground. So early in the game, if you're new, one of the things you want to learn how to do is that pogo trick. You can do that on this type of spikes and some other spikes you might see later in the game. But You can get a quick use of it here, which is this hidden area at the beginning of the game. Ouch. This hidden area at the beginning of the game to get a charm, which is another mechanic in this game. This game brings with it a lot of lore, so as you read these things, you can kind of get an understanding of what's happening in Hallownest and the story behind each of these characters. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Within our lands, do not hide your true form. Let all bask in your majesty, for only this kingdom could produce ones such as you. There's definitely speculation about who they're referring to with higher beings. There's other characters we'll come across in the game. We just collected a charm, Fury of the Fallen. We tried not to use this one in Steel Soul because it only works when you're at 1 health, and I don't ever want to be at 1 health because I'm not very good at this game. So charms are a way to buff your character. As you can see here, I have 0 equipped, and I can't equip them because you can only do it while you're resting at a bench, which we'll do in a little while. I don't remember if I read this one. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall receive feats which others can only dream.
Is that a new charm?
So what that is, as you can see next to my health, there's a number 59. That's how much money I have. And then there's a skull-looking thing with liquid in it. That's your soul. And you can use soul to cast spells later when you get them, or recharge your health, which I'm hoping to do a lot of in this because I don't want to lose, especially on my first ever stream. I have beat this game 112%, but not very quickly, and it wasn't very pretty.
Yeah, he's put like 1,000 hours into this game.
Not quite 1,000.
Probably about like 500 hours put into this game.
Probably 180. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of the King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws.
Is that another
Bear witness to the last and only civilization, with an S, the Eternal Kingdom, Hallownest. So that's where we're headed, Hallownest. 13 hits. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
How do you know that it's 13 hits?
Because I've done this on Steel Soul a lot and have played the beginning of this many times. Because I'm
and then, like, almost
not good
all
at this
of your
game.
Steel Soul playthroughs, the one thing you died to is Hornet.
Hornet. No. I can beat Hornet. This is Elderbug. He just hangs there and tells you important stuff. Oh there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. I don't know how much I can keep that up. The other residents, they've all disappeared, headed down that well one by one into the caverns below. Work on my vocal fry. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment? A Jedi needs not these things. Oh, I'm sorry. The darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all. Put a pin in that. We do a lot of stuff with dreams later in the game. I'm not sure how much I'll do it in Steel Soul. but we'll see. So one other mechanic we have here is the bench. I don't want to use it right now because I have that extra health. If I sit down, it refills my health, but I would lose that blue skull or blue mask that I have there. I don't really feel like losing that right now. So we're going to venture into the depths, into our first place, the Forgotten Crossroads. I head this way first, just because I need to stock up on Geo. Imagine not streaming Pokemon the trading card game online. Oh boy. Thanks. Well, now I could go sit at the bench. So there's a certain amount of Geo I want to collect right away because I am not good at this game and I need the maps and the compass. I also want to get the magnetic charm that gives me the Geo automatically, so I don't have to collect it every time I destroy a bad guy. Especially these guys who can be annoying at the beginning of the game. I think they're called Gruzzers. We'll fight their mom later. It's a pretty gross battle, but it's fun. The first NPC that we're going to run into that's actually useful is a guy by the name of Cornifer. This is Cornifer. He's got a sweet song he hums, which I'm not sure if you can hear it. I'm actually going to test the audio in the stream real quick.
I kind of remember that thing. Like I kind of remember.
So if anybody's watching, can you let me know if you can hear the game sound in the stream? Because I can't tell. I have it all going through my headphones right now. Okay, here's Cornifer. He's our map maker. He's cool. He gives me maps for money because nobody in Hollow Nest works for free. So I'm going to buy a map. Press L to view the map. She's just opening our new map shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell you some of my old maps from time to time. So with that being said, if I refuse to get a map from Cornifer, I can go up to his wife and buy a map there. I also want to get a couple charms and a tool from her. I want to get the compass because I want to know where I am on the map, because as you can see I can't see myself. And I want to get the quill pen, which allows me to add to the map as I explore. So when I explore, I'll sit down on a bench and it will add stuff to my map.
Daddy, should I check for audio downstairs?
Nope, the audio's good. I want to pogo up here and get this pile of Geo because money's good. What movie was that? I want you to spend some money. Money spending's good. I think it was a skateboard movie. How many skateboard movies are there? I don't remember what it was called, but it was cool. I liked to skateboard when I was 15 years younger. So at this point in the game, if you fall in the green water, you get hurt. Later you can get a charm or not a charm, but an ability that allows you to not get hurt by that. One of the other mechanics in this game is finding these dudes. I won't spoil the end of their life for you, but as you collect them, you save them, and they take off, and then you can find them later, which I will go there in a little bit. It's a nice way to get Geo and wow, a nice way to get Geo and some charms later in the game. So what I just did there was charge my soul to heal myself, because the delay in OBS is making it so I don't know how long I need to hold buttons for. So maybe by the next time I stream this, I will have a monitor hooked up. It's a pretty janky setup. That was really close. These guys are weird. I forget what they're called. You can't kill them. And when you hit them, they're rock hard. So apparently Hannah's watching this.
Yes.
Wait, if you're here, who said hi, Dad, on the stream? Oh. Well, anyway, here we go. We're still going. That's Hannah. That's my oldest. If you haven't met her before. Maybe she'll stream later. Ooh, lots of Geo. Lots of Geo. See, this would be really nice if the Geo would just come back to me, but it doesn't yet. Sometimes you can find secret areas, so you can break with the nail. That's my weapon. It's a nail. I lost some Geo over here, so I'm going to head back this way and collect the Geo.
That was me.
I'm sure it was. These guys are called aspids, and they launch fire at you. They have a form that you'll find later in the game called the primal aspid. It looks the same, except it's got angry eyebrows. And they are probably the worst regular enemy in the game. Anthony says hi, kids. Anthony's watching right now.
Anthony's? What?
Yes, Anthony says
Anthony!
hi. They're excited.
Hi, Anthony.
They say hi. There's some Geo down here I want to get. Like I said, I've played this part of the game many times, losing in Steel Souls, so I remember where a lot of this stuff is. Sometimes I don't like when games make you grind for money. We will need an item called the Lumafly Lantern later that costs 1,800 Geo, and getting more Geo and collecting it easily is the best way to accomplish that. You can also collect artifacts that you can sell later. Some speedrunners of this game have already started doing that at this point. I'm sorry, Rachel. I didn't realize you said say hi. You said good to see you. This is a hot spring. The hot spring is a nice way to heal all your soul and heal your health. So, as you can see, my soul is filled up now. So if I waste some of it there, I can hop back in, and it fills back up. I'm at the bench. If behind my picture, you would see a map updated or saving icon. I'm going to throw on Fury of the Fallen just for fun, just in case. What are you going to play? Liam or Hannah? Liam wants to play Roblox. Yes. There's a bad guy down here. All these bugs have names. You can find them in the Hunter Journal later. I'm not sure how useful the Hunter Journal is in Steel Soul, because my main goal is just to survive. which I'm very bad at. Some geo down there that I want. So this game is a Metroidvania, which is a portmanteau of Metroid and Castlevania. But when you talk Castlevania, you're talking like specifically starting at Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, which actually was open world-ish, and more seen in Symphony of the Night, which I guess is one of the more famous Castlevania games. I haven't played it myself, but I've played Simon's Quest on the NES a lot. And spent a lot of time as a kid being angry at it because the game never really tells you to kneel down with the red crystal to get a random tornado to ship you away. And I never understood that. That's back in the day when Game Sages was the place to look for cheat codes and walkthroughs, and was very useful at that time. I usually skip this geo because of this guy, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Hi.
Ouch.
Daddy.
Liam is filling up my chat as someone else.
What? I was trying to spell XD.
You were trying to spell XD?
Yeah, it was like I did the X and the D.
Liam, why are you chatting on my name?
Okay, so one other mechanic we're going to run into here is our fast travel system. So a lot of games that have large play areas, such as this one, have fast travel systems. And this is the Old Man Stag. The thing I love about him is he's like Arby's, because every time he shows up, I can ring the bell for good service, which I usually get at Arby's, and I always get from the Last Stag. So this is the fast travel system. You can travel to Dirtmouth, which is the town where Elderbug was, the first bench we saw, and then Forgotten Crossroads, because we found the Stag Station there. As we find more Stag Stations, you can travel through them. Some cost more than others just to open up the gate, but, you know, ring the bell for good service. Up the elevator. And now we've opened up a door in Dirtmouth where we were before. I'm going to go get some more geo quick. The world is big. I'm not sure how big it is in Animal Crossing, though. As far as I know, it's a cylinder.
Mm-hmm. The Animal Crossing world is a cylinder.
Which is weird. Which means you could fall off the edge. Ouch.
That would be ouch. But it is impossible.
What's impossible?
To fall off the edge of the Animal Crossing.
To fall off the edge. One of my favorite YouTubers broke through the boundaries on that game. It's She Says does Boundary Break, and I think that's really entertaining.
And then the cat says meow meow. And the cat.
So I'm on a quest to collect some geo. I want to beat a boss so I can get a spell and then save the boss to get more stuff later. Ah, thought I hit him 3 times already. So I'm making my way to what most people think is the first boss. He's a grubby boy. I can't get up there. I've tried really hard to get up there by cheating. I can never get it. I also like Boundary Break. One of the, I think it might be his most recent video where he talks about video game birds. I thought that was entertaining. he made a shirt that said "Birds of Boundary Break." That's like the Birds of Prey shirts you can get at your state parks. Oh man, I'm doing really bad at this. Time to heal. I have like a half-second delay. That's kind of weird. Can't go down that way. And make our way this way. This is the Crystal Mines. Can't really do anything in here yet, but one of our favorite characters is down here. Just put a pin here. Oh, bury my mother, plain and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. I'm assuming this is a happy song. Bury my sisters 2 by 2, and then when you're done, let me bury me too. Ha ha ha, do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you'd like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. Now, what are you down here for? I came here to get wealthy. Just look around. The mines are bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. So that's Mila.
Anthony said, I love Boundary Break.
We love Mila. Don't forget about Mila. Ever. Even at the end of the game, don't forget about Mila.
Why?
You'd have to play the game to find out.
I will watch all your streams.
You'll watch all my streams.
Charging.
My one stream.
Charging.
Ow.
Charging.
Just jabbing me with an HDMI cable.
No, I'm not jabbing you. I'm touching it on you.
There's a mini boss up here. He does 2 hearts of damage, or 2 masks. Oh!
Oh no!
There we go. So this is Fury of the Fallen. You see the red there. That means I do double damage. But I only had 1 heart left. So... Forgive me while I don't talk for a little bit.
Daddy, if he hits you again, you're gonna die.
I'm not worried. Got him.
Oh, you got him!
Just to save this little guy. Isn't he cute? If someone wants to donate me a plush of the grub, I won't complain. I might even say thank you.
Wait, someone's donating one to you?
No.
If they want
I'm just soliciting donations of stuffed animals.
I have a plush of the Ender Dragon.
You do have a plush Ender Dragon. That is not in this game. So I wasn't sure how much my kids would be interacting here. They seem to be handling this pretty well. I knew they'd be excited, but I didn't know how excited they would be. This is the Temple of the Black Egg. Put a pin in this place. We'll be here later.
I have a
this is
Flareon
Quirrel.
plush too.
Don't forget Quirrell. He or she, I think he's our buddy. He comes and helps us later. There's lots of lore behind Quirrell. Thinking that he's quite old. He also wields a nail, as you see. And the thing that's interesting about Quirrell is he's a bug. He looks like the knight, but he also has a mask, which you don't see a whole lot in this game. You'll find a character later that kind of puts some points to that lore piece there, because all these other characters, they don't have masks.
Daddy, I need help.
So we're gonna head back to the area where we near the area where we saw Cornifer. Hopefully not lose in the process. Uh-oh. I should heal. 1, 2, 3. That's enough. Okay. So those grubs that I saved earlier, they're in here. This is the grub father with his sweet mustache and old man eyebrows. But he gives us stuff when we find his little grubby babies. So right now we found 2. That gives me enough geo to get what I want to get. So I'm going to head back up to Dirtmouth. Or Dirtmouth. I don't know how we say it. I say Dirtmouth. Like the college, Dartmouth. I didn't go to Dartmouth. I'm not an Ivy League kind of guy.
Daddy.
So inside here is Cornifer's wife, Iselda. She has a pretty awesome phrase. I'm going to turn it up here, so don't forget this.
Bapanada.
There was that. I'll turn the audio back down a little bit. So, this is Cornifer's bored wife. So I want 2 things. I want the Wayward Compass and the quill. So I'm going to buy that. The quill is an item that helps us no matter what. And the Wayward Compass is a charm, so we have to equip it. Which means I have to go to the bench. So now I have these charms attached. Each one of these charms that we can get throughout the game has a specific cost to it. For instance, Fury of the Fallen has a charm cost of 2. And this one has a charm cost of 1. And underneath the charms you can see the notches there. That's the amount of space you have to use charms. When you have more charms, there's a mechanic called overcharming, which allows you to add more charms than what you're normally allowed, but increases the amount of damage you take by 2 times. And it's not really useful in Steel Soul. I'm sure somebody uses it. But in the Hall of Gods mode on Radiant, where everything kills you in one hit anyway, it's pretty useful there. So here we are back in the Forgotten Crossroads. Ring the bell for good. My way to the... but I don't want to. Because I want the Geo, and I want... Oh. Mess that one up. I want him to break this here. Not for now, but for later. So I can't do anything up there yet. I know I'm kind of cheating here, but whatever. Oh, I lost my YouTube comments. Let me pull those back up here. There we go. Now I can see it. I can do it later, but not right now. And I'm going to keep going this way. Get rid of the jumping dude. Stuck. I don't know why I'm so scared of him. Okay. Keep going this way. Not cheating, it's strategy. I appreciate that. Cheating is cutting through the walls. Clipping. So up here is our first boss. He's a big boy. But he's not really a big boy. I'll show you in a little bit here. He's a big boy, little boy. And you can get out just above this little corridor here. You can break that and get out, but I don't really want to. So this is the False Knight. he's false because of this. He's just a little tiny guy inside that shell. When he does this, you can actually hit the balls that come down at him and hurt him. Ah. There we go. I like to practice my pogoing on this guy, because he can't do any damage to you when he's like this. And pogoing is always one thing I struggle with. And if you've ever heard of the Path of Pain, then you want to be good at platforming. That reminds me, I was talking about Metroidvania earlier, and I talked about the Castlevania piece of it, but not the Metroid piece of it. So Metroid was one of the first games to have a gigantic area to explore and no way to tell you how to get through it. One of the most famous versions of that game is Super Metroid. And deciding whether or not you want to save the animals or not, especially in speed runs. So I saved this guy here. Well, I defeat him, so he's here, so I can use another item on him later. And at some point we'll get to that mechanic, but not in this video. I don't know what the point of this guy is. He doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna hit him off the screen. Go away. Jump, jump. He's there to practice pogoing, maybe. And he gives me a lot of geo. And a place to hide. Look at that. Can't see me. Okay. We have work to do. Keep going. Get my geo. My phone just went off. I think someone texted me. I'll be right back. Nope. It was an ad from Casey's. Add medium single topping for $4.99 when you buy a large pizza. Okay. Not a sponsor, but get food at Casey's. I really like Casey's pizza. I remember I worked there when I was in college, 2006 to 2008. I worked there, and good pizza. Yeah, the taco pizza is made with salsa and refried beans as the sauce, and that tastes really good. So now we're going to see the snail shaman, who I think we only need to see once in the game. He's going to give us a spell here, which is the next mechanic we'll show off. But we get the spell and then he knocks us out, which is kind of weird. There's the spell. And we pass up. Good night. Sweet prince. Consumed the vengeful spirit. So the vengeful spirit allows us to shoot a fireball. And it's much easier to say fireball than vengeful spirit. So I'll just call it the fireball. Just like that. As you can see, it uses up our soul when we do that. So we just beat some bad guys to get our soul back.
Someone from New York was calling me.
Yeah, it was probably them wanting to tell me about a more affordable health insurance or my car's extended warranty. Which I actually have one now. So we bought a Honda Odyssey with a warranty. An extended warranty. So I might have to start answering those calls. Because if there is a problem with my extended warranty, I'm going to be sad.
I've answered one of those before, and they're like, would you like to something car insurance? I'm like, I'm 9, I don't have a car.
Don't have a car. You're not old enough to drive.
Yeah.
There. Got him. I always fail that one. There's another one up here. I'm playing with the Pro controller on the Switch. 40 hours of battery life, which I enjoy. I think it's a little more comfortable than the Joy-Cons. Fury of the Fallen. Don't die. Don't die.
Now we've got one from Montana.
Okay, let me see it.
Oh, I didn't find it.
I want to keep watching.
Oh, hung up. Oh well.
Let me keep watching.
265,000 miles. That's enough. So when you see statues like this that are glowing, these are soul statues. I don't know if that's the actual name, but you use them to refill your soul. As you can see right now, I don't have any. I'm going to save this for when I make the loop here, because there's another cocoon up here that fills up my health with blue health thingies. Masks. Wow. My brain stopped working there for a second. Looks like one of my friends is playing Animal Crossing.
Who?
I wonder if he's going to stream. He should stream Animal Crossing. I can't get into that game. I'm trying to play Animal Crossing, but I just lose my interest.
I've never actually played Animal Crossing before because there's always Liam on there.
I'm thinking I need to get 2 more headsets and then run this through an audio mixer so that we can have commentary all over the place. This guy can only be hurt by the Vengeful Spirit, the Fireball. Ow. I'm not paying much attention. Takes 4 hits from the Fireball to knock him out. That's why he spits out the little guys, so you can boost your soul back up. And back to the Snail Shaman. It's like, I was going to ask you, but you already took care of it for me. Thanks. It's like I knew what was going to happen. I'm sure you're eager to move on. I am. Thanks for the spell. See you again, never. I'm out. So there's a couple different strategies in playing through this game. And a lot of them have to do with the charm choice you use. For instance, the one I just picked up is the Soul Catcher. It just increases the amount of soul I get when I attack a bad guy. And if you play a lot of spells, then that's a good one to have. If you don't play a lot of spells, then don't use that one. There's certain synergies you can get to from combining different charms of different types, but I don't know a whole lot of those. They're all on a wiki if I ever wanted to look them up. There's some meme builds, and then there's the new builds. There's some standard builds. I don't know. I'm going to run into as another one of these guys. He's blocking my path to where I want to go next. Ouch. Got him. We're headed to Green Path, which is a path that is, wait for it, green. Look at that. Green Path. I like Green Path. I think it's pretty. The enemies aren't too terribly complicated. These birds, they just fly away. I can never hit them. These dudes that pop out of nowhere. And then the enemy... Oh, ooh, that was close. The enemy I don't like, this guy, he... a little bit gaseous. And then he blows up. So he'll emit gas at you to hurt you. And then he will blow up to hurt you. I'm going to get these birds. There. This guy is not one of the ones that blow up. He runs at you, though.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to heal. Scratch my nose. I really need to get a monitor hooked up to this.
Yep.
The thing that's was kind of a breakthrough for me playing this game on the Switch is I can hold down and then look down, or I could use the right thumbstick, which does it right away. That made my life a lot easier. Big fly trap on the ground there. He hurts, so you don't want to stay on that when he closes. Sorry I refer to everything as he. I'm not sure the gender of any of these bugs. I guess he just rolls off my tongue a little bit easier. Got the birds. That are probably also bugs. They're not birds. Because we're really tiny. In Green Path, we'll come across our rival, sibling, love interest, whatever that might be. I'm going to put on Soul Catcher. That way I can collect some more soul. Looks like there's a pile of Geo up there. My goal for today is to try to make it to Hornet. So if we can make it to Hornet, then I will say this was a successful stream. There's Hornet. I can't reach her. She's too far away. Can't. I'm sure there's a way to glitch up there, or do something that the speedrunner community knows. I don't know it. One of the crucial things in this game is knowing how many hits it takes to take out each enemy, so then they don't come charging at you, especially in the Steel Soul run. But why would you take my advice? Because I've never done a Steel Soul run successfully. But I'm giving it a shot, live, for all of you that may be watching. I don't know how many of you there are, but I'm having fun. Thanks for joining me again. My name is Mike. Ha. Angry birds are angry. Sorry, is that copyrighted? Angry birds? Those birds are frustrated. How about that? Ornery birds. That's what I'll call it. I'm gonna make a new game franchise called Ornery Birds. He's gonna blow up. Ornery birds, what are they gonna take out? Can't use pigs. Maybe hogs. Boars. They can take out boars. Ornery birds and boars. I hope everybody's enjoying their quarantine time. Frustrated fowl. That's a good one. We've spent a lot of time outside. I did some discontent ducks. That's good. That's good. Hey, whenever you see these pieces of paper, you know Cornifer's close by. and you can hear his music. There it is. There's Cornifer. I'm gonna buy a map. So, in every area that you find him, you'll buy a map of that area. Excuse me. This is the map of Green Path. So I want to cut this so I can get back and not fall in the spikes. And then I want to cut this one so I can get over here quicker later. And peace. Ornery Osprey. I need one with egrets. Reminds me of a comic I saw where a guy got a tattoo and it said no egrets, and his friend said don't you mean no regrets? And he said no, and then there's a picture of him choking a seagull. I thought that was funny. Oh, water, acid, something. I'm gonna try my best to keep my health full. There she is again. These guys have a bigger form that you'll fight later called Oblobbles. And they are one of the more hated bosses in Radiant mode, where one hit destroys you. And that's because they just kind of shoot fireballs all over the place and you never really know where they're going to go. I use the term fireball loosely. It's actually infection. Because any of these guys that are attacking you and have any color orange on them, they're infected. Here we're going to come across bush runners. Again, they're just tiny little dudes in a big outfit. I thought they were bush runners. I might be wrong. I forget what they're called. Can't make that jump. Ah, he fell in the water. I like to use a combination of my nail and spells, especially on these guys, because then I just waste so much time chasing them around. I hate that. I just want the game to move on. Got it. Forgot that he's gonna blow up. I don't want to go this way because there's spikes. I could probably make it. Is it worth it? I'm gonna wait for a comment to tell me to go. This could be a while. Okay. I don't know if I even can do this yet. I think I need my dash. Let's go fight Hornet first. Ah, it's one of those ornery ospreys. I like how we went from Angry Birds to Ornery Ospreys. Like, Angry Birds don't even start with the same letter. I went and remembered quickly that I couldn't make it through because I don't have the dash yet. So I gotta go fight Hornet. Which means I gotta remember how to get to Hornet. Oh, there he is again. Ornery Osprey. Discontent duck. Don't you like the music in this game? All the music in this game was composed by one guy, Christopher Larkin. The reason I actually bought this game was because I watched a YouTube video. Many people might not know, but I'm actually a music major. I'm a music teacher by trade. And I was watching a video called 8-Bit Music Theory that I watched, and I was just struck by the music of the game. And I was like, I have to have this. So I went to GameStop and I bought it the very same day. And that makes me happy because it is one of my favorite games, which is why I'm streaming for you today. It's got pretty music. Sometimes those little green bush guys, they sneak up on me. I hate the birds. Ooh, they can jump off. They're not like the green Koopas. That was uncalled for. Get the Geo and run. Did it. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, don't do that. Don't get stuck between the ceiling and a bad guy. I'm not ready for that yet. I want to go up. No, I want to go this way. There's a bench. Yeah. I don't like these guys. They do a lot of damage. And I'm really bad at fighting them. I did not. I'm still going.
When can I start streaming? When can I start streaming then?
Later. When I'm done.
10 minutes?
Got him. I think it's 2 fireballs and a nail to beat that guy. I don't remember.
How many people are watching?
I don't know right now. Let me check. Right now, we have 2 concurrent viewers, whatever that means.
Is Anthony watching still?
I don't know. We have 1 goal today, though, and that's to make it to Hornet.
And then I can start streaming.
We're gonna see one of our favorite gray princes here soon. He is a pain. He's obnoxious. But he's glorious. And I will let the viewers decide whether we save him or not. So, with that being said, I will hang out until we decide whether or not we want to save him. If we save him, he will make the game harder. I don't know if I will battle him later. If we don't save him, then we assume he gets eaten by this giant bird. So we'll just hang out a little bit and wait. Save Zote or let him perish to the bird?
Save or die. Save that. If you want. Which one?
We're waiting to see if anybody comments.
Yeah. Save or die.
What do you think, Liam?
I don't want you to save Zoe because then you're probably gonna lose to Zoe.
Zote is tough.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're leaving him?
Leave Zoe. Leave Zoe. Leave Zoe.
Should I bow to him before we go?
Save him.
Okay, we abandoned Zote.
Why?
No more Zote.
What was the point of abandoning him?
Because then it makes the game harder, and there's a super duper hard boss.
Yeah,
There's
but
two of these guys in here. Oh, it's 3 in a nail. Get out of here, you guys. If you're gonna fight, go somewhere else. Okay, it's not worth losing right now. So, we need to go get some health somewhere. There's a guy we need to fight somewhere. Well, we might have to cut off the stream a little early. Looks like the little one's waking up. And she may want some attention. Nope, she's just rolling around a little bit. She's not quite awake yet.
I was gonna say I was gonna go get her, but I don't think I need to.
What's down here? I don't remember. Okay, nothing. My my webcam is blocking that corner. I couldn't remember what's over there. Okay, so I got 1 health. I need to find an easy enemy to defeat so I can get some soul and heal. It's a lore piece. We can read it. I'm really nervous right now.
Why?
with 1 health.
Oh my.
Let's go this way.
Does the stream end when you die?
The game ends when I die.
Oh, you're in Steel Soul?
I'm in Steel Soul, yep.
Oh my. Yeah.
That's double plus on good.
Why can't you heal it?
There we go. I was able to heal. Perfect. And I found my bench. Whew. That was a wee bit nerve-wracking. Like I said, I'm not very good at this game, but I'm trying and I'm having fun. And I'm still thankful that you're hanging out with me.
How many people are watching this stream?
I don't know how many people are watching. We can find out later. You can see how many people are watching at the same time. Ugh. Got him. Okay, we're going down. Do I want to go that way? I don't remember. Let's go up. Forgot that guy was there. I'll take the money though. The Steve Miller Band. Ooh, take the money and run. I think I can make that. I've done a lot of live streaming on YouTube,
Not game
but not
streams though.
not myself. I do a lot of streaming for work. I take care of all the school board meetings. I do that. So I know how to use the stuff I'm using. But that equipment's a little bit better than the computer I'm on right now.
Yeah.
And I have monitors. So the delay is not nearly as bad. I cannot remember where I'm supposed to go. Ouch. Ah, where did he come from? Okay, she went back to sleep. She did not wake up, so we can get some more Hollow Knight in. Let's look at the map again. Okay, I'm gonna go up. We'll save just for fun. I hate light bulbs.
You also said that one time while playing Minecraft, you said, I hate trees, and then you started a forest fire. With wind and seal, and then the whole thing caught on fire and the server crashed.
I gotta get that geo. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh! Got hit. The game can be a little unrelenting at times and throw a lot of stuff at you at the same time. But it's kind of fun. I find that parts of this game are harder than...
Rabbits.
no, you can beat the rabbits. It's...
I've never
I don't
beat
remember what it's called.
any game at all. I haven't beat Mario Odyssey.
Well, there's a hard platforming section at the end of Mario Odyssey, and I don't remember what it's called, but it's hard.
The dark side of the moon. The dark side of the moon.
Oh yeah, the darker side. That's what it's called. Way to go. It is the darker side. And it was a really tough platforming section, but this game has a tendency to be harder. We gotta go back through to where Silt was. And I'll continue to not save him.
Why though?
Hola, hola.
Why aren't you gonna say?
That's what he says. Hola, hola.
What do
Ah, I forgot about those guys. I got one health left. I can do it. Got him. that was scary. Lots of money though. Here we go. So I need 1800 geo to get the Lumafly lantern. Which is kind of a lot. I don't know if the risks outweigh the benefits on that one. I'm gonna make my way to the stag station because I know that there's a bench. And we're healed. Yes. We'll insert the geo. Welcome my man. Stag. He seems to always know where we're at. Not sure. 1.6 frames dropped. Sorry. The red light was happening on my OBS. I wasn't sure what that meant.
You almost done shooting that? Are you almost done Hornet?
I'm right before Hornet.
Okay. So you might. So are you gonna beat Hornet or are you not?
I'm planning on beating Hornet. Yes.
So destroying her and taking her soul.
No, you don't ever obliterate Hornet.
Yeah.
Papa nada.
You just knock her out.
Pretty much, yeah. So you can buy these other pins. I'm going to buy the bench pin and the Stagway pin. Those allow me to have those markings on the map. I got the money. I'll buy the other stuff too. It's nice in a Steel Soul mode when you don't know where things are anymore. And you can keep them marked on the map. The other markers are the Scarab pins. You just use them to mark spots on the map yourself. So if I look at the map, you can see here in Dirt Myth, there's a bench, a Stagway, and a market.
Ow.
So we're going to head back to Green Path. We're going to give it a shot at Hornet. And
You win.
hope that we don't lose.
Go on.
Because if we lose, I've done all this streaming for literally nothing.
And for your guys' interest.
And so you guys can laugh at me for being awful at this game. Here we go.
Hornet.
So Hornet is an interesting character.
She
refers to you as a sibling
Rossi Kalimo.
at some point, not at this point. I don't think. So now we're fighting Hornet, who has a couple of different attacks. That one, which apparently I can't avoid. That whip thingy. And she can throw her nail. Every boss, they have an animation where they've taken enough damage and they just pause. That's a good spot to heal. Like right now, I want to keep my health up. I also want to hurt her. So I'll use a spell. Kind of button mashing a little bit.
heal.
Sorry for my lack of talking. Oh, that's it. Game over. That is no good. We're going to give this another go next time. Game over. Thanks for watching. Maybe next time I'll have a monitor so that when I push buttons, it actually works. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.